Hello, this is Lefty from the 7-Day Mental Diet blog, and this is the second part in this series. We're going through the Power Through Constructive Thinking book by Emmett Fox, and going through the chapter on the 7-Day Mental Diet. He says here in this part, in other words, you choose your life. That is to say, you choose all the conditions of your life. When you choose the thoughts upon which you allow your mind to dwell, thought is the real causative force. Hello, this is Lefty, the 7-Day Mental Diet blog, and this is the second in the series of going through the chapter on the 7-Day Mental Diet from the book Power Through Constructive Thinking by Emmett Fox. This paragraph, it says, in other words, you choose your life. That is to say, you choose all the condition of your life when you choose the thoughts upon which you allow your mind to dwell. Thought is the real causative force in life, and there is no other. You cannot have one kind of mind and another kind of environment. This means that you cannot change your environment without leaving your mind unchanged. Nor, and this is the supreme key to life and the reason for this pamphlet, can you change your mind without environment changing too? And through practicing this, just recently I came up with a way that I was having positive thoughts and then discounting them. I'd see somebody and an intuitive thought would come to me to do this certain thing for that person, or whatever it may have been. And then I cheated myself. I would discount it and find out a reason not to do it. And it was a very negative process in my mind, because when I would do that, I'd sell out my own values, and I'd start to have to find ways to justify in my mind why I didn't do that. And, it would come up with, I would say, well, usually, what do people think? And then especially if I knew the person, and then it would instantly come to some event they did in the past. They looked at me wrong. I needed something done and they didn't do it for me, whether I asked them to or not. I'd have to find something negative in them to justify why I didn't follow through on what my heart was telling me to do. And through the process of doing this over the years, and I've come to that point, and it always bothered me, And this past Christmas, was one of the ways that I worked through that. Since I changed my diet, physical diet, I went to the farmer's market and I made friends with them people at the one stand. I go to the one stand all the time. And so I became friends with them, and it came up to be Christmas time, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to get each of them a Christmas present and give each of them a card. And the thoughts came to me, it's like, that's not right. They're not expecting anything from you. It's improper, it's not the right thing to do. You don't know these people good enough, and I had to fight through that, and I did. I won the battle, and it went right up to the end. Even I kept moving forward, but the battle was still going on in my head to to not do it. And, you know, it came up with all kind of little reasons why I shouldn't do it. I gave each of them, I got a jar, a 12-ounce jar, and I made a fruit cocktail out of all the dry fruit I have, and I gave it to each of them. There was 10 of them that work at that time there, and got each of them a card. And I wrote a little something personal in the card to each of them and gave them that. And I gave it to the one lady that I first met there, and I told her to give it to everybody after they were done working, you know. And I worked through that. Not those people, it touched them, and it touched me, you know. But I had to work through that negative thought, and I had to discipline myself not to sell myself out. And that's the biggest negative we have, is when we get that inspiration, we don't follow through on it.